Welcome back to Grandma Sims. Be sure to grab the house from the gallery to decorate along with me. Let's make it fun, cozy, and creative. Well, here we are starting another build. This one is going to be our base game only build. And I want to make sure, I'm going to let you know right now to watch all the way to the end. I have completely blanked on what to do with the basement with this house, so I'm hoping you can help me figure this out. And there will be a shot of the basement at the end, so you can see what we're looking at. But let's go ahead and get started. Right now, we're going to be doing the kitchen and the living room area. This is a very open concept house. It is a family home, very kid friendly, lots of toys, lots of clutter, good time for the kiddos. Really nice backyard. This was a fun but challenging build. I don't think I have actually built base game only in a very long time. Um, I do own, I would say, almost all of the packs, kits, game packs, stuff packs, kits, the whole 9 yards. So I have a hard time sticking to base game only, but I did with this one. Quite the challenge. Not challenge so much in decorating as it was a challenge in budgeting. So I kind of let the budget go out the window because I wanted the house to look good in the end. So this is a very pricey little house. But here in the kitchen, and I don't know if it's the influence of the last build I did, because I did that modern goth build, but I, I went with the gray walls and the black and white, but I think it's kind of a classic. It's very clean, it's very chic, and I think it fits a family home in the way that it's very cleanable, very easy to upkeep, and we're going to add some color into it later anyway, so I think in the end it'll all work out. I do love these new base game cabinets that we got. Thank goodness for these, and we don't have to use the Blanco company cabinets anymore. Those are only, I don't know what I mean, they're good for your garage, I guess. I don't know what they're really good for. I can't imagine what life was like before we got these cabinets, because like I said, I probably would have used one of my game packs or stuff packs. But these I really like. Very sleek, very clean. Like I said, I do love them. If you don't like the black and white color, completely understandable. It's kind of my vibe. Um, they do come in a lot of lovely colors, and so you can obviously use this layout in the kitchen, and and just change up the colors, make it more in a color that would be vibing with you. So I put this nice little table, little family dining room table in here. Again, we got these lights in a base game update, which was very nice too. Very uh, more aesthetically pleasing lights. They're pretty. They're very pretty. So I do like those. And this is a nice family kitchen. It's good to get around. The kids can be sitting there doing homework. Mom or dad can be making dinner. I think it works out very well in a family home. And of course, right here we're going to have the living area. Uh, Lots of comfy, sink down into seating where you want to lounge, watch TV, maybe watch the kids play on the floor, um, have company over. The back deck here and the backyard turns out very nice, very uh, family friendly for entertaining. So this is just an extension. This leads to the extension to the outdoors. So this turns out very pretty. So I was thinking a lot about The Sims 4 working on this base game only house. And like I said, I don't normally do base game only, and part of that was I didn't actually buy The Sims 4 when it came out. I'm one of those diehards who was not going to give up my Sims 3. I had The Sims 3, I had all the packs, I spent a lot of money on it. There was no way you're going to get me to buy another game that I didn't know anything about. I was very pig-headed, very stubborn. And I am also one of those people who like to sit back and watch and see how other people react to it first, to see if it's even going to be any good. I was kind of very set in my ways back then. And I'm kind of glad I did, because when it came out in 2014, September of 2014, and I watched and I waited, because then wasn't much later, I think, just the beginning of 2015, just at the beginning of 2015, they actually had their first pack release. Expansion pack, I believe, Get to Work was released at the beginning of 2015. And I'm thinking, well, here we go. They gave us a base game that had nothing in it. We had 2 little worlds. This one, Willow Creek, where we are now, and Oasis Springs. We had no pools. We had no toddlers. Build mechanisms and build tools were awful. And I was so used to The Sims 3, so I held out. I held out for a long time. And held on to my Sims 3. But in the end, I am glad I made the switch over. I think I actually, at end of 2015 or the beginning of 2016, I think is when I finally made the switch over. And then slowly built up my game with all the packs and things. So anyway, back to building this house. Just putting in some decorations in now, some clutter. I have the living room situated the way I thought would be good for conversation. Like I said, good for watching TV. And now we're just gonna put in some of the things that make a home feel comfortable, feel cozy. A little clock on the wall, a little picture in the kitchen. I originally had thought about putting the upper cabinets in this kitchen, which is completely doable in this layout, to just put the kitchen cabinets on this outside wall here. I just thought it would be too closed in. And I like this open feeling. I like the feeling of it being where everybody can be together and see each other. And I know that has nothing to do with cabinets, but it has a feeling in the room of being open. So that's what I was going there for. So this is the first of this for this base game only build. This family home is actually right now is 4 videos that I'm working on, and the 5th video which I need to work on, is the basement. And like I said, at the end you will see the layout for the basement, and I'm really hoping, I am definitely putting a shout out and hoping that somebody can help me with what to do in the basement in this base game build, because I really am trying to blank. So yeah, just go ahead and make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and then that way you can stick around, watch the rest of the house develop, and then help me finish the basement. I love these photos. I have to say I don't use those as much as I probably should, and you may notice that I start using them more. But they're very nice photos. I love the black and white. Of course, that's me. But I love the details, the architectural details in these photos. It is definitely something, if I saw it in a shop, I might pick up for myself. It's kind of, it's something I would enjoy. And I think it goes very nice in this little nook corner here that I put to the side. A couple little chairs for seating, and then these little books. Obviously, get something to read. Very frustrated with this furniture, in the coloring in this house. You probably saw I had them up next to each other. Those chairs are the same color. They're identical. You wouldn't know it by looking at them. One looks blue and one looks green. And then same with these two. Look at the couch and the love seat. One looks blue and one looks green. And I swear they are the same color. It's frustrating sometimes, especially with me. It's very frustrating. I will almost change out furniture that doesn't color match, but I couldn't do that here. So bite my tongue, grin and bear it, moving forward. Gonna make this, start making this living room kid friendly. We're gonna put in one of the kid activity tables, and over in this little nook corner behind us here, down the hall here, that goes to the two outer rooms, we're going to put in a little activity corner, keeping track of the kids' activities, a few toys, things like that. You'll see when we get to that. I thought these are very cute. Also, again, not something I would normally use, so I'm very glad I got to use them here. They're adorable. Little choo-choo train set, very cute. I tried talking Grandpa into having a train around the Christmas tree last year, and I'm gonna try it again this year. Because I think having a train around the bottom of the Christmas tree is awesome. But apparently, there are two reasons, two very specific reasons why I cannot have a train around the Christmas tree. And so either no train around the Christmas tree, or I have to get rid of the two reasons why I can't have a train around the Christmas tree. So anyway, I still got time to fight that battle before Christmas comes again. I'll let you know if we are with or without a choo-choo train for Christmas. Placing some more clutter. I thought this little area here by the door, obviously, you come in, you hang up your coat, you throw down your backpack. I'm going to put a little mirror here so that, on your way out, you can see your one last check before you fly out the door to work. Those kinds of things. This is that little corner. This is this little nook area that I was talking about. We're going to put in a little table and then some kids' clutter items. Kind of like a data center, or I don't know. Now they have that electronic one, now that I'm thinking of it. They have that electronic calendar that you can update. Those things are really nice. I have absolutely no use for one of those, but I totally love gadgets and electronics, and that would be so cool to have, but I have no reason to buy it. And so until I get a reason to buy it, it's just a dream. But this would be the old-fashioned version of that, where you actually have a poster board and you put stuff on the board, kids' activities. Yes, I'm going to replace that painting. and change it. But yeah, like a family center, or everybody's got one in their home, a calendar, a dry erase board where you write down all your appointments, doctor's appointments, soccer, basketball, ballet, tap, yoga, all your family appointments and things that everybody's, keep track of everybody and where they need to be and when they need to be there. That's kind of what I was going for in this corner of this little hallway area here. And I think it turns out cute. I put a little couple toys in there. Yeah, so we're gonna change out that painting. Too formal. It was too formal. So now we're gonna put some more kid things, more kid-friendly things in here. And the house does become more and more and more kid-friendly. Like I said in the beginning, I think because I just was just working on the modern Gothic house, and I really love doing that build. That build is very black and clean, very modern, very chic. I do like that one, and I think, or I should say I know that that might have carried a little might have carried over a little bit into this build. But I like the color gray. I think it's a very neutral color, so I don't find it terribly bad in this house. But please, 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 feel free to color it up. Whatever your family's favorite color is, or even just white. Don't have to go with the colors. More I want you to build with the feel of it. I want you to build with, oh, I didn't know what to do with that corner. This is a good idea of what to do with that corner. Oh, I've never seen that rug before in the catalog, and trust me, I say that a lot. Maybe that's a rug you might not have thought to use, but that gives you an idea to do that. That's what I want you to take away from these builds, especially this base game build. I really want you to take away that even if you are building only in base game, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with building in base game, these are beautiful, beautiful items. And there's a lot here to work with. Like I said earlier, my only problem with the base game items is that they're so expensive. It's really hard on a family. I mean, I can make a starter home with base game only and there wouldn't be anything in it. It would just be the building. But if I use some of my packs and things where I can get some cheaper items, I can put more things in a starter home. So I'm done off of my high horse here. My only problem with the base game was the price of the objects. Other than that, I mean, I think this is turning out very beautiful. It's very cozy. Like I said, it is going to get to be more and more kid friendly as we go along. I get more in the groove of that, putting toys out in the kids' bedrooms and things like that. So you'll see. This is a really cute house, and I really do hope it's going to inspire you to maybe build something like it, or use this shell and build one of your own. So I'm going to show you the basement here in a second. And truly, truly, I do not know what to put down in the basement. So I have two entryways, one from the outdoors, so we could make it a mother-in-law suite, or even maybe not a rental, but maybe a roommate situation. And then there is an entrance from inside the house. So we can go either way with these entrances, or I don't know. I'm lost. We can make it bigger. We can make it smaller. Please, please help. Leave anything you got in the comments below, and we'll see what we come up with. Remember, keep it creative, keep it cozy, and I'm going to see you for the next build.